What's happening, all my wannabe at Woodland friends? This is Mr. Jeff coming at you today with a great Woodland memory for all of us. I know that I went to Woodland many times growing up as a kid and have been a couple times with my son Colton. And I miss it. I wish we were all there together, but I know that several of us wanted to reach out and share some stories, so I wanted to reach out and share one of my favorite stories as a kid growing up. When I was at Woodland in high school, we used to go in high school and we stayed on the other side where the cabins were, and we would go for an entire week. In fact, the week that we went to was called Deeper Life, and it was a week focused on really getting to know each other and learning more about your relationship with Jesus. That week also focused heavily on the ropes course. So myself and a bunch of my friends went, and we had a great time. But in part of the week, about halfway through the week, one of my friends sent us a care package. Now, a care package is a box that you get that is full of all kinds of things you might like. So, of course, it had candy and some homemade cookies, some pool toys, some sunscreen, bug spray, things like that, things that were important. But what the most important part of the package was a water balloon launcher and 500 water balloons for us to fill up. So myself and my friends, we like to have some fun, and so we decided how many fun things could we do with the water balloon launcher. So it started very simply, where we would just say, shoot water balloons at another cabin, or go out into the field and see how far we could shoot a water balloon. In fact, several times we went down to the dock. So if you think about the dock over on the junction side where the train cars are, we would try to shoot from the edge of the lake all the way over to the campfire circle on the other side of the lake. We got over there several times. So once we started kind of hitting those goals with the balloons, we said, well, how can we push this even further? So we decided to try to shoot it all the way across one of the sports fields. We tried to shoot it from one canoe to another. Let me tell you, that didn't work out too well. In fact, that ended up flipping us over in the canoe, and we all ended up in the water. So don't try to do that. What we did figure out we could do, though, is we actually could go down to the dock, which is down at the campfire circle on the other side, and we said, how do we maximize pulling it down? So when you think about a water balloon launcher, this is like a giant slingshot, okay? So you've got two people holding the water balloon launcher, okay? One in each hand, and then one person at the bottom. They grab it and they pull it down. Now, of course, the further you pull it down, the further it's going to go. And usually you're limited to, well, I can probably pull it as far down to the ground as I can to get the maximum height for this shot, right? I want to shoot this water balloon all the way to the moon if I can. Well, what we figured out was if we went down to the dock right by the campfire circle on the cabin side, one of us could actually get in the water of the lake and pull it down even further. And what that resulted in was that we could shoot a water balloon from the campfire circle when no one could see us, and we could actually drop water balloon bombs into the pool while people were swimming at camp. And nobody knew it was us, and nobody knew where they were coming from. It was just like asteroids or meteors falling from above into the pool while people were swimming. So that was great. But that was still not our maximum achievement. Well, we decided to sneak out of the cabins one night, which is not something I would recommend doing. And we took our water balloon launcher and we said, you know what would sound really epic is if we shot heavy water balloons and hit the side of the train cars. That's right. It would sound like a huge metallic explosion or huge thunder, and we didn't think about it. We didn't think anybody was over in the train cars when we did it, so we did. Snuck out at night, and we went over to the train cars, and we kind of lined them up in our sights, and we had a big bag of water balloons, and we shot those train cars, and we just rained water balloons down. And we started hitting the cars, and it was like boom, boom, boom. And of course, all the lights on at night came on, all the brightness came on. And I gotta tell you, the next morning, we got in a lot of trouble and had to go over and help clean up and apologize to all the kids we woke up. So while it was really funny at the time, probably not something I would recommend, but it was one of my favorite memories at Woodland. And as a bonus memory, my friend Sean went to camp with us one year, and of course you think about this, you always pack up your stuff to go to camp, right? You get your sleeping bag and your pillow and your clothes and everything else. Well, what Sean didn't realize before he got to camp, that his cat had peed on his pillow. And so all week, Sean had to sleep on what we always called it, and we'll always remember, the cat pee pillow for 7 whole days. So these are some of my favorite Woodland memory, guys. I miss you. I miss camp. I wish we were there together, playing sports and canoeing and eating lots of beachy eggs, which is my favorite meal at camp, which is, of course, bacon, cheese, and eggs all mixed together. I also love it when we eat grits at camp and we put it in the tray, and it immediately is the same shape as the tray hole that it's in. You could even pick it up and carry it, you know, a snack to go. I miss all these things about camp, but especially you. So have some fun at home this week. Do some camping things outside, and never forget about all the great memories that we can have and will have in the future.